Alright guys, so this video sucks now. I'm gonna tell you why. What you're not gonna get to see is the past 70 minutes that we record, show the engine. We went ahead and took the heads off, rock roll arms, all that good shit, got that. I showed tools needed as we're going through, what to use, measured the cylinders, all that. So quick recap, we took the heads off, all that good shit, recorded everything, heads are over there. We recorded everything we did and it just fucking exited. Just said fuck it and cut off, and we lost all of that, everything. Kind of sucks, man. That kind of smacked me in the face. So to recap, first take these off my balls, my ash puckered because I thought this was a 4.8 because it has flat tops. And everyone on LS1 forums and all that shit said that an iron block 5.3 cannot have flat tops. Okay, well, I measured the cylinder. Okay, I measured the cylinder of this, and it came out to like a 3.78, like a 3.780, which is, according to my little files that I have, that's a 5.3's diameter, because 5.7 is like a 3.8 inch board. Okay, so nonetheless, either way, we're gonna continue doing this shit. Let's talk to you more. Take your shit off. I'm a little pissed off, by the way, because that was a lot of talking and a lot of walking through how to do this. Kinda mad right now.
Over an hour.
Over an hour. Okay? Fucking wasted. Thanks, YouTube. You're fucking awesome. You're beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Okay, so, to recap, taking the heads off, you only need to have a, let's see, just so I don't fucking misquote, you need to have a 15 for the main head studs and the lower head studs, or head bolts, main head bolts. We're not reusing the middle ones because they're torqued to you. I'm replacing those. Don't at me, bro. I don't care. Alright, so, the top ones are 10s. 10 millimeter. First ever I've seen of that, whatever, taking them off. Pretty sure this is a 5.3 going off the board. I didn't know it had flat tops, but fuck it, we're there. So, either way, a lot of stuff we're not reusing because we're going to actually rebuild this engine. We're going to bore this engine to a 5.7, so we're going from a 5.3 to a 5.7. It's about a 118 thousandths of an inch, I think. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know. Another math there. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyways. Ow! Let's get back to this. Now, currently where we are right now is taking the fucking valley pan off. Valley cover. God, I'm fucking pissed right now. I am big mad. I am actually big mad.
It was a good 70 minutes too. Like a good one. A good 70 minutes.
Just a good talking, getting shit done.
It'll be a good flag video. It'll be a good flag video. Just flag shit out of
it. We
it.
had some good stuff in there too, man. Stuff that really triggers some people.
It's spicy.
Spicy meatballs. Oh God. I am pissed. I'm actually, so before I get off, we're using a 13 Riley band. This entire motor is metric sockets. All you need. You disagree? Fight me, bro. I don't care. Okay? It's metric. Now, since we're going carbureted, we're not reusing this valley band because it has holes and I'll start plugging them. And for 60 bucks, I can buy a nice billet one from a company called ICT. Okay, ICT. And basically what they make, what ICT makes is a nice valley pan. A nice little valley pan for this engine. And it's only like $60 damn dollars. I'm pretty sure I have to unplug these motherfuckers too. About 100%. Just trucking along. Alright, so that went a little easier than I thought it would. Okay, so big old socket. We don't need to keep this shit. This is actual garbage.
Actual.
MSD 1614, 60 module. Does not have knock sensors. There's no point using knock sensors with it. We don't have PCM, we're not running a PCM. Like I said, we are running currently a MSD box. It doesn't have a plug-in for that or the capacity. And I really care less. Gone my whole life without a knock sensor. I think I'll fucking make it without one. Okay, so that is a big boy socket. Let's see if I can figure out if I have one. Sure I do. There now something there. Not always at the moment. Let's figure that. Okay, so someone put the 21 and the 22. Ha ha ha, laugh at me. Look, we found it. Now. So, recap, those bad boys, the knock sensors, they're not reusing these. These are your knock sensors. They're 22s, okay? 22s, 22 millimeters. Okay. I think alright. I'm gonna pop this off. Rubber seal down there around the front. Usually have standing water or something. And there we go, guys. Your valley pan's off. Now, again, we're replacing the gasket, so not really a big difference. Alright. This is the first look you get at the inside of this motor, and you get to see the cam. And from what I can tell, it doesn't look too fucked up. So I don't see no beat on the lobes or flat spots I can see. Of course, I can't really see all the cams, so don't really know. But we are moving forward and moving on. Since we don't know if YouTube's going to be a complete and total douchebag, cut me off again.
70 minutes.
70 minutes of my life fucking wasted.
The salt is real. The salt is real.
God. The anger right now.
It's tangible.
Fucking fuming.
It's tangible.
I'm out here sweating my balls off for 70 minutes talking, walking these people through how to do this shit. And YouTube's like, nah, fam, nah, not today.
Hey, man, fuck you.
Hey, man,
Hey, fuck you, man.
70 minutes wasted. To say that I'm a little hot is an extreme understatement. It's like talking to a retarded person. Woo! Let me back that up.
Demonetized.
Yeah, instantly. Okay, that's your crank position sensor. We're replacing it, but I am going to keep it.
You need to replace this video. We need to replace this video.
I'm gonna need you to shut up right now because I'm getting a little hot, a little bothered,
A little flustered.
a little flusterdastic, you know.
Your jammies are rustled.
So we don't lose this. I'm actually just gonna thread it back in here because I ain't gonna waste a bag. I'm not gonna waste a whole bag for that. Okay. So we're just gonna put that back in there before I forget, because I again, something I haven't explained that you didn't get to see. Baggies and a magic marker save you a lot of headache, a lot of time. everything you take off this engine, or your engine that you're doing, put in the bag. Okay? Put in a baggie. And write down what the hell it was. It takes literally no effort, and it costs practically nothing. And you don't lose anything. Like I said earlier, of course you wouldn't know because it can erase my video. But how many times have you been in the shop and, you know, asked, where is that shit? You know? Wondering where my stuff was, you know? This eliminates that problem. Like, completely.
He's the first one.
And, you know,
First one figured out.
it's cheap figure. Like, it really costs no money to do it, so why the hell would you? You know, I'm gonna leave that sensor in. I'm gonna take this one out. I don't know, again, not 100% what that sensor is. If you know, please tell me. If it's something I don't need, I'm not gonna reuse it. You know, I'm just gonna keep this plug in too, because hell, I might have to fucking wire it in to something. Alright, so. Should just be able to give it a little wiggle. Should. Okay, don't be a bitch, it's cool.
It's fine.
Alright. Maybe it thought I was actually here to talk about it. Okay. So this long ding dong of thing, that's your cam position sensor. You will need this, but not this, because I'm replacing this. For $17, I can get a new one. So the very first video I made that I know got posted, the very first video I made, I said, I'm going to save money where I can and spend money where it matters. Sensors are one of them things that matters. Gaskets are one of those things that matter. Piston rings, bearings, shit like that. Things like that is what matters. So yeah, we're gonna spend money on those. I don't know if I previously said it. We're not reusing the head studs. The head studs that go right down the middle. We're not reusing those. Those are torque to yield bolts. Thus meaning one-time use. At least recommended by GM to only use it one time. I could be wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure I'm not, seeing how everybody I literally read have all said the same thing. One-time use. Okay. So many of the same bolts on this damn thing, I swear to God. I'm actually going to keep this cable. It's a ground cable. But I'm going to remove it for now because I want this block to be as bare as possible. So when I transport it over to my dad's shop, which we're doing tomorrow, pretty much when I transfer it to my dad's shop, I'll transfer it to my dad's shop, we can begin to actually tear this completely down and get it ready for the machine shop. Okay. That
Damn.
sucks, bro. That sucks big dick. Anyway.
Cursed video. It's cursed.
I'm telling you, man, I'm getting screwed left and right today. Oh, please let this work. I don't want to have to buy my stepdad a new fucking thing. Hey! The young torque gun is back in the game, people. Alright. So that covers taking the valley pan off, taking sensors out. Again, we're leaving that. Don't know what the fuck that is. So, next part. Quickly, we start knocking some shit out that we know is pretty simple. If you would, sir, open that first drawer in the Craftsman toolbox. First drawer. First drawer.
Very first.
Maybe I'm wrong. Second door. Okay, I was right. Now, I could sit here and fuck with this tensioner and do it all proper and whatnot, loosen it. Not today, child. Not today. So what's going to happen today is we're just going to cut the rope. Okay? I don't feel like fucking with it. Alright, so we're actually not reusing this little tensioner bracket or the AC because AC's for pussies. You heard it. You heard it from here. This is the source. You heard it from me officially. AC is for pussies.
Write it down.
There's no need for a race car to have AC. Or any kind of muscle car. Don't get me wrong, it is a luxury.
It's a privilege.
It's a luxury I'm not willing to afford or deal with right now. So, whatever, don't at me. All this is a 15, by the way. Now, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be a dick. I am gonna keep this compressor. For anybody who does want AC, come holler at me. I might make you a sweet deal. Like, as in cheap, as in probably like a couple bucks. And I'll even give you the hardware, everything. I'm not using this. I don't know if it works. That's why I'm saying a couple bucks. This is a junkyard pool. It can save you a lot of money in the long run. But I'm not going to run it, so it's kind of not necessary or needed for me. Alright? Alright, so that's your AC compressor. Still got oil in it, apparently. So that's a good sign. But like I said, we are not currently going to use this. Also, I've got, if anybody needs some manifolds, truck manifolds, holler at your boy. Anybody needs the AC bracket, the tensioner, again, holler at your boy. These are things that I'm not reusing or needing. But anybody out there needs these things?
That smells awful.
It does, don't it? It really fucking does. Like I said, holler at your boy. Okay. These are engine mount things. I'm going to hold on to them. I don't know if I have to reuse them for those ICT plates. By the way, we don't need these. These are awful, but this is the engine mounts for an 04 Tahoe. They're getting swapped into, this whole engine is getting swapped into a 89 Chevrolet, so not needed. We have a set of ICT billet plates, which in the next video I make, because I told everybody I'm going to make 2 videos today. The second video will consist of what is going to be needed to do the swap, what all you're going to need, price, cost, parts, pretty much I made a little guide book of everything you need to know. Okay? Everything you need to know, how to do it, what you need. Okay? So this side now is officially done. Now we move over to this other side. Alright. And I am kind of a lazy hoe, so I'm going to go get an AC. Stink bugs, right? Love South Carolina. They're the best. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had my guts cramped up. Again, all this is 15 millimeter. A lot of stuff in this engine is 15 millimeter. If you're wondering, I bought these just for this video to show you guys. I already have a set, but I wanted another set because I keep losing shit. 12 bucks, Harbor Freight. They're color coded so you're easy to remember. And they either come in metric or standard. I got metric because this whole engine is metric.
Look at that rust. Yummy.
Yeah.
Delicious.
In my lungs. I hope I ain't gonna break a seat. I'm more fat. I'm a fat bitch. I think I actually did break a seat. I really fucking did just break a seat.
Curse video. Curse.
Teardrop. The chair literally just calling me a fat ass. Fucking chair. I like you know how. Okay. So what that means is you get a real man's chair. Okay? You're gonna be out in a garage. Let's just face it, fellas, ladies. Gotta be comfortable. And I've got big balls, so I like to be comfortable. So I don't squish them bad boys.
You need them.
Yeah, not really. I ain't trying to make them my kids. Okay, so that's a little big. Little big. This is ground wires. Again, more fucking ground wires. When this engine was pulled, all the harness was cut. Yay. If I had all that stuff, it might have been a different story. Yeah, probably not. I probably still went fucking carbureted. Okay, as you see right here, that is your ground. There's another ground right here. I'll let it. Probably need to use that again. So we're gonna keep that bolt in there, just hand thread it, and then just run her in. Don't need to hold the bitch down. Just one little run, good to go. Okay, so we got that. We got this little bracket piece right here that actually runs underneath the crank, underneath the crank pulley, which is basically a little bracket that you just holds wires. Alright, so what time are we on right now?
22 minutes.
22. Cut us off at 70, so let's try to make it less than that, right? Oh. Got fucked up. The boy got fucked up. Okay, so this is some of the old harness that came off of this thing. Not reusing it. It's butchered. No point. It's a waste of space. So in the trash it goes. So we can use it, we'll use it. Alright, so the last part dealing with this engine. And I just realized that side's missing a dowel tube. I hope it's still in that engine. There's one right there. There's one of these bitches missing, so we might have to get another one of those. Don't know. Worry about that shit when we get there. Alright. So here we have a water pump. We're not reusing this at all. We are reusing this right here, your thermostat housing. Because the new one doesn't come with it. It's not that I saw on any of the websites. We're running a basic water pump, unless it has water overheating issues later on down the road, then we'll have to look into other shit. Some dudes run LS3 water pumps and they have to do a lot of other shit to do that. I'm just going to run the Element's factory truck water pump. So, you know, if there's nothing wrong, if it works perfectly fine with it, why not run it? Okay, one check. Okay, so right here, like I said, we are going to reuse this. So we will need to keep this. Alright. Not reusing that, obviously. If you can hand me one of them baggies, please, small one. Alright, so what we're going to do, we can leave the hose on it, because again, there's really no point in cutting it all off and doing that if it'll fit. Hope it fits. Maybe not, hopefully. The young boy fits. Alright. Look at that guy. Throw me the pin real quick. Throw me that pin. Over there. Alright, the marker.
Breathe in that rust. Breathe it in.
Well, yeah, that's probably part of the water. gonna be perfect. I know my own writing. So. Alright, sit that over the seat. Okay, so we should one more baggie. Okay. Now on this truck, I will say I am going to be running one thing from the water pump. I said we're not running AC, but we are going to run heat. It gets cold as shit down here sometimes.
No, it don't.
Go fuck yourself, okay? It gets cold as hell down here sometimes, and especially for me, I need a defroster. Gotta have a defroster. And honestly, that's the only real reason I'm running this. I think I'll block it off during the summer, and then, you know, use it during the winter. I don't know. Depends when I get the truck in the engine, get it running. So until then, these will stay blocked off until I need them. But when I need them, we're gonna hook up the thermostat, because we are gonna run a fucking thermostat, because I do need, you know, a defroster for the windshield. Older trucks suck at that, and I need that. They don't have all these nice things that these new cars have that just, you know, instantly defrost your shit. Now, I don't know if I'm missing a bolt. Could be, but I don't think I am. Wow. That hurts. That hurts. Now, like I said, we're not reusing this, but we are going to keep the bolts because I don't think they're coming new ones. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so I want us to give a little tap, and then we'll go from there. Again, awesome tool out here. Wow, I fucked that all up. Don't judge me.
They gotta see it.
Yeah, that's awful, I know, but my retarded ass can read it, so let's put it over there. Okay, so we're gonna take this hammer. Ah, shit. Grab it right here. Give it a little tappy tap. Okay. Now, these have gaskets on it. Yeah, they have gaskets. Alright, so that's the old one. I'm just going to replace it. It's going to cost me a little bit of money, but again, this is one of the things I'm not going to skimp on because it controls the engine's heat. Temp, so why fuck with that when you don't have to? Alright, so I didn't get to say it in the previous video, but we're not taking this off. These tend to be bitches to get off. They really do. Some don't, some do. Most of these bolts on this engine came off pretty fucking smooth. I do have a 3-jaw puller with me right now, but I'm not going to use it because I want to wait until I have my dad's expertise, and that's just what it is. I'm going to let my dad do this. I'll help him, but this is something I want my dad to do because this is a vital piece here. This is the crank, and there's nothing wrong with this crankshaft. I don't want to have to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck it up, so yeah, I don't want to fuck it up. Simple as that. Keep it short and simple. All right. Last thing we're going to do for this. We're going to wiggle our dowel, the dowel pins out. We're going to keep these. It looks like I'm going to need one because it looks like I'm missing one. Yes, it's still stuck in the back of the head. Don't know. We'll get to that when we get to it. Okay, so as you see, guys, we got a lot done. Okay. This engine's pretty much been tore down. The internals need to be dealt with. And I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll probably record that. Go from there. Hopefully that's not a hot mess of a video.
Cursed.
I'm telling you, this is what I'm starting to think so. Alright. That's our engine mount bolts. Again, I don't know if we have to use these with those ICT plate. I'll show you what that is. Adapter plate that you'll need if you're going to do a swap. So. Again, girdles, all that stuff's coming out. I'm gonna go to Dad's, mainly because these things have a tendency to get stuck, and I really don't feel like getting with them right now. A little hot, a little angry, and I know if they don't get out, I might throw a world-class CC fit. And let's just say, old fat boy might fuck some shit up. Okay, might fuck some shit up for real. My hopes done went up, and down. It's been a fun night. Seeing flat tops, I thought was a 4.8. About cried. $300 down the drain. But then I measured it. Boris 3.78, which is a 5.3. So maybe a 5.3 iron block, 10.3 LM7 with flat top. That's just weird to me. Everybody says they're not supposed to have that. But I'm trying to think, what the fuck do they know? Okay, so yes, okay. Here's the one we're about to deal with, okay? This ain't plugged in here.
Use your imagination. No, it works.
There we go. I didn't think that worked. Okay, so come on over here. This is the last thing we're gonna do before we end the video. Head stud, or not head stud, but the exhaust stud broke off inside of here, and we're going to try to extract it. Now, typically people would use heat, a heat extractor, or a bolt extractor, or something like that. We're not doing that because you don't know, those heads are aluminum, so you cannot apply heat to them. Heat is a no bueno.
It's
No
not
heat.
kosher.
Heat no here. Okay. If you wonder what I'm looking for right now, I am looking for a set of vice grips. I don't even think. Okay, here we go. Kind of shitty, but they'll have to work. Okay. Now, my job, I won't say where I work, even though it's kind of on my shirt. When a distance screw breaks off into what we have to call steering gear, because of operators, you have to pretty much extract it, or you have to scrap the whole thing out. Again, we can't heat these heads up, because again, they're aluminum. So what we're going to do, we're going to widen this till we can get a good grip. Okay. We're going to slowly get. Okay, so that ain't doing nothing. We were doing something and then we weren't. Okay, we need it tighter. Okay, so that's too tight. A little bit still too tight. Alright, we're getting something, fellas. Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this up so we continue turning. At least I thought we could. As you see, we're slowly, and again, I can't stress this enough, slow is the key here. This is not something you want to rush, okay?
Slow, smooth, smooth, fast.
Because if you do this wrong, it'll cost you in the end. As you see, just going slow. We're not rushing this. Now, before doing this, I left some penetrating oil on it. I have to show them again what the penetrating oil I used. But this is a very common thing with these LS based motors, or any LS motor. This is actually a common thing that happens. Older ones that have had studs, you know, the studs in it for a while, people get a little gorilla on them, and just like that, guys. Head studs out, hole seems clean. This goes in the trash. So we extracted that. That's done. So in summary, today we have removed the rocker arms and the girdle that holds them on both sides, left and right. We have all the bolts, everything we need. Okay. We have removed the heads, which are that special there. You got a 10s on the top and then 15s on the middle and the bottom. The middle ones, I would not use. Even GM tells you not to reuse them. They're torque to yield bolts. We've removed those bolts. We have removed spark plugs. We removed the exhaust manifold. We removed the heads. They're right here, bare, and ready to go to the machine shop to get done whatever needs to be done. Personally, I'm going to put bigger valves in these and make the flow better. I'm going to take the block, plans for the block after it gets torn down. We are going to reuse the crank. We are going to reuse the rods. To my knowledge, there is no difference in the 4.8, 5.7, and 6.0, and the LS ones, all of them. There's differences in the crank, but as far as the actual stroke of the crank, it is exactly the same as the rest. The rod length is exactly the same. The only difference is piston size, or the bore. 5.3 is a 3.78. Whereas the 5.7 is a 3.82 something, and the 6.0 is a 4-inch bore. I know a lot of old school people like, no, a 350 is a 4-inch bore. Not on these. It's not the same thing as a small block Chevy. There's a difference here. So I'm gonna have this bored out to become a 5.7. Again, I could be wrong, but if I did the measurements correctly, I think it's 118 thousandths of an inch. That you could do that safely. You have plenty of fucking cylinder wall there without going into the side of the water jacket or the side of the wall like that. So essentially, we've removed the stud from the head, the broke stud, all that. We have removed the water pump, which is laying right there. We have removed the valley pan, the knock sensors, cam position sensor, crank position sensor. All that's been removed. The rest of this is going to get knocked out tomorrow when we take it to my dad's. It's going to get ready for pretty much for the machine shop to get everything done. And what we don't need to take to the machine shop, we'll do it ourselves. Like I said, we are reusing the rods. We are reusing the crank. Pistons, we're going to get oversized pistons because we have to. I'm going back with flat tops, preferably Keith Black. Bearings, it's either going to be King bearings or Clevite. Rings, I don't know who we're going to go with. Probably Seal Power, I don't know. Something like that. Heads, staying with the same heads. Camshaft, I'm going with a Howard's Rattler cam. It's considered a small lift cam. They make good power, really good power for naturally aspirated. It's overall like 550 something lift. It's like 226, 234, and 108 LSA, so it should be good. Next video I'm gonna make, guys, I'll make it later on tonight and post it, so you'll see 2 videos total. what you'll need, everything you're going to need, a hand guide, books, blah, 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 blah. We'll get in that next video. I'm going to cut it short in case YouTube is a dick and cuts me off again, which I'm probably going to throw this through a fucking wall. Anyways, love you guys. Appreciate your time. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on the side to know when this gets posted so you know. If you have any kind of criticism, any kind of advice, anything to help me out or make fun of me, I really don't give a shit. If you're an ass in the comments, I'm not going to respond. I'm just telling you right now, I'm just going to scroll right by you and keep it trucking. Don't care, waste of time.
Jokes.
31 years old, ain't got time for that shit. Anyways, if you have anything, criticism-wise that's helpful, I'm more than happy to listen to it, and I will respond to almost all my comments. Yeah, guys, thanks for giving me your time. Appreciate it. Love you. All right. Okay.